Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today, we're diving into houseplants that thrive in low light conditions. There's a perfect plant for every dark corner of your home. Many believe all houseplants need abundant sunlight, but that's not true. These resilient plants flourish in shadier environments. They bring life and vibrancy to dim rooms. Low-light houseplants add nature's touch and offer numerous benefits. They reduce stress, improve air quality, and boost your mood. Join me as we explore fantastic low-light houseplants to brighten your home. First on our list is the ever-popular snake plant, also known as Sansevieria. This striking plant is a favorite among both novice and experienced plant owners for its resilience and ability to tolerate even the most neglectful conditions. The snake plant's upright, sword-like leaves add a touch of modern elegance to any room. They come in various shades of green, often with beautiful yellow or white variegation, instantly adding a touch of architectural interest to your space. Originating from arid regions of Africa, the snake plant has adapted to survive long periods of drought, making it an ideal choice for those who tend to forget to water their plants regularly. In fact, overwatering is one of the few ways to harm this hardy plant. When it comes to lighting, the snake plant truly shines in low-light conditions. While it can tolerate some indirect sunlight, it thrives in shadier spots, making it perfect for those darker corners of your home. Caring for a snake plant is incredibly easy, making it perfect for beginners. Let the soil dry out completely between waterings. Water deeply, allowing excess to drain out. Avoid getting water on the leaves to prevent rot. Reduce watering in winter. Use well-draining soil, like a succulent mix. Fertilize occasionally during spring and summer. Next on our list is the ZZ plant, scientifically known as Zamioculcas zamifolia. It's practically impossible to kill and can tolerate low light and infrequent watering. Admired for its glossy leaves, it adds tropical elegance to any space. Its thick roots store water, making it drought-tolerant and forgiving. The ZZ plant thrives in low-light conditions. Caring for a ZZ plant is remarkably easy, even for those new to the world of houseplants. These resilient plants prefer their soil to dry out completely between waterings, so be sure to check the soil moisture before reaching for your watering can. When watering, water deeply, allowing the excess water to drain out of the drainage holes. Avoid overwatering, as this can lead to root rot, one of the few ways to harm this hardy plant. During the winter months, you can reduce watering even further, allowing the soil to dry out completely between waterings. Like the snake plant, ZZ plants prefer well-draining soil. Choose a potting mix specifically designed for succulents or cacti to ensure proper drainage and prevent the roots from sitting in water. While ZZ plants are not heavy feeders, they do benefit from occasional fertilization during the growing season, which runs from spring to summer. Use a balanced liquid fertilizer, diluted to half strength every 4 to 6 weeks, to provide the nutrients it needs to thrive. Pothos, my dears, are the darlings of the low-light plant world. Their heart-shaped leaves come in a variety of colors and variegations. These beauties are incredibly easy to care for. Remember that sunny breakfast nook in your home, the one that never seems to get enough light? Pothos thrive in these types of environments. Let the soil dry out between waterings. Pothos are incredibly versatile. Let them trail from a hanging planter, train them up a moss pole, or let them rest on a shelf. Pothos bring a touch of the outdoors in. With minimal care, these resilient plants will thrive for years. While pothos are incredibly low-maintenance plants, there are a few things you can do to ensure they truly thrive. Firstly, be mindful of the temperature. These tropical plants prefer temperatures above 60 degrees Fahrenheit and dislike cold drafts. Speaking of drafts, avoid placing your pothos near air conditioners or heating vents, as the fluctuating temperatures can stress the plant. Remember, consistency is key when it comes to keeping your pothos happy. A stable environment will allow them to flourish. Now let's talk about feeding. During the growing season, from spring to summer, treat your pothos to a balanced liquid fertilizer every 4 to 6 weeks. This will provide them with the nutrients they need to produce lush, healthy growth. Lastly, don't be afraid to prune your pothos. Regular pruning encourages bushier growth and prevents the plant from becoming leggy. Simply snip off any long, trailing stems, and your pothos will reward you with a fuller, more vibrant appearance. The cast iron plant, also known as Aspidistra elatior, is a true testament to nature's resilience. As its name suggests, this plant is incredibly tough and can withstand even the most challenging conditions, including low light. Originating from the shady forest floors of East Asia, the cast iron plant has evolved to tolerate low light levels that would make other plants wither. In fact, it's often said that the only way to kill a cast iron plant is by overwatering it. This plant's hardiness extends beyond its light requirements. Cast iron plants are also remarkably drought tolerant, making them ideal for those who tend to forget about their plant watering duties from time to time. They are also remarkably pest resistant, rarely falling victim to the common houseplant pests that plague other species. With its deep green, upright leaves, the cast iron plant adds a touch of understated elegance to any indoor space. It's the perfect choice for those seeking a low-maintenance, air-purifying plant that can withstand a bit of neglect. Caring for a cast iron plant is truly a simple affair. These hardy plants prefer indirect light and can even tolerate deep shade. Avoid placing them in direct sunlight as this can scorch their leaves. When it comes to watering, remember that less is more. Allow the soil to dry out completely between waterings and be sure to avoid overwatering, as this can lead to root rot. During the winter months, you can reduce watering even further. While cast iron plants are not heavy feeders, they do benefit from occasional fertilization. During the growing season from spring to summer, feed them with a balanced liquid fertilizer diluted to half strength once every 2 months. Lastly, be sure to dust your cast iron plant's leaves regularly to remove any accumulated dust and allow them to photosynthesize efficiently. You can use a soft, damp cloth or simply give them a gentle shower in your sink. The peace lily, with its elegant white blooms and lush green foliage, is a true delight to have in the home. Beyond its beauty, this plant offers a remarkable benefit: air purification. Native to the tropical rainforest, peace lilies thrive in low-light conditions. A happy peace lily blooms typically in spring and summer. Peace lilies prefer bright, indirect light but can tolerate low-light conditions. However, keep in mind that they may not bloom as profusely in low light. Avoid placing your peace lily in direct sunlight as this can scorch its leaves. These tropical plants prefer consistently moist soil, but do not like to be waterlogged. Water your peace lily when the top inch of soil feels dry to the touch, and be sure to use lukewarm water to avoid shocking the roots. Peace lilies enjoy relatively humid environments, so it's a good idea to increase the humidity around your plant, especially during the dry winter months. You can do this by placing a humidifier nearby, misting the leaves regularly, or setting the pot on a tray filled with pebbles and water. To encourage blooming, feed your peace lily with a balanced liquid fertilizer diluted to half strength once a month during the growing season from spring to summer. You can also remove any spent blooms to redirect the plant's energy towards new growth. The Chinese evergreen, or Aglaonema, is a true delight for those who appreciate a touch of the exotic without the fuss. It thrives in low-light conditions, making it ideal for dimly lit corners. Its lush, patterned leaves add sophistication to any space. Caring for it is a breeze, even for beginners. Water moderately, letting the soil dry slightly between waterings. Chinese evergreens are known for their air-purifying qualities, making them a welcome addition to any home. They help to remove toxins from the air, creating a healthier and more refreshing atmosphere for you and your loved ones. While Chinese evergreens prefer moderate humidity, they are quite adaptable and can tolerate the drier conditions often found in homes. However, if you notice the leaf tips browning, a little humidity boost might be just what your plant needs. A simple solution is to place a humidifier nearby or create a pebble tray by filling a shallow dish with pebbles and water. Rest the plant pot on top of the pebbles, ensuring the pot's base doesn't touch the water. With its elegant foliage, easy care requirements, and air-purifying abilities, the Chinese evergreen is a wonderful choice for both seasoned plant enthusiasts and those just beginning their green journey. It's a plant that effortlessly brings a touch of the tropics into your home, no matter the lighting conditions. Philodendrons, with their heart-shaped leaves and trailing vines, are a classic choice for adding a touch of greenery to any space. Their adaptability to low light conditions makes them perfect for homes with less than abundant natural light. Imagine a lush philodendron cascading gracefully from a bookshelf, or gracing a hanging planter, its vibrant green leaves adding a touch of life and freshness to a dimly lit corner. They are incredibly versatile and can be trained to climb a moss pole or trellis, adding a vertical element to your indoor garden. Caring for a philodendron is remarkably simple. They prefer well-draining soil and moderate watering. Allow the top inch or two of soil to dry out between waterings, as overwatering can lead to root rot. During the growing season from spring to summer, a dose of balanced liquid fertilizer every few weeks will keep your philodendron thriving. Remember, a happy philodendron will reward you with lush growth and vibrant foliage. While philodendrons can tolerate low light conditions, they truly flourish in bright, indirect light. If you notice your philodendron's growth slowing down or its leaves becoming smaller, it might be a sign that it needs a bit more light. Consider moving your philodendron closer to a window, but avoid placing it in direct sunlight, as this can scorch its delicate leaves. A sheer curtain can help to diffuse harsh sunlight and provide the perfect balance of light and shade. Remember, proper watering is crucial for your philodendron's well-being. Overwatering can lead to root rot, while underwatering can cause the leaves to wilt. A good rule of thumb is to water your philodendron when the top inch or two of soil feels dry to the touch. With its charming heart-shaped leaves, adaptability to low light, and easygoing nature, the philodendron is a wonderful addition to any home. It's a plant that brings joy and a touch of nature indoors, effortlessly enhancing your living spaces. Dracaenas, with their striking foliage and upright growth habit, add a touch of architectural elegance to any indoor space. These low-maintenance beauties are surprisingly tolerant of low-light conditions, making them an excellent choice for those seeking a statement plant that doesn't require constant attention. Imagine a Dracaena with its sword-like leaves, adding a touch of drama to a hallway or gracing a corner of your living room. Their foliage, often variegated with stripes of green, yellow, or even red, creates a bold and eye-catching display. Caring for a Dracaena is relatively simple. They prefer well-draining soil and should be allowed to dry out slightly between waterings. Overwatering can be detrimental to their health, so it's always best to err on the side of caution. During the growing season, from spring to summer, a dose of balanced liquid fertilizer every few weeks will help your Dracaena thrive. Simply follow the instructions on your fertilizer package for best results. While Dracaenas are relatively low maintenance, they do benefit from a little extra care to keep them looking their best. Regularly dusting their leaves with a damp cloth will not only keep them free of dust, but also allow them to absorb light more efficiently. Dracaenas prefer moderate humidity levels, so if you notice the leaf tips turning brown and crispy, it might be a sign that the air is too dry. Misting the leaves occasionally or placing the plant on a pebble tray filled with water can help to increase humidity levels. Remember to rotate your Dracaena every few weeks to ensure even growth on all sides. This will help to prevent the plant from becoming lopsided and encourage a fuller, more balanced appearance. With its striking foliage, easygoing nature, and ability to tolerate low-light conditions, the Dracaena is a wonderful addition to any home. It's a plant that effortlessly brings a touch of the tropics indoors, adding a touch of elegance and sophistication to your living spaces. The charming spider plant, scientifically known as Chlorophytum comosum, is a classic choice for both novice and seasoned gardeners. Originating from the tropical and southern regions of Africa, this resilient plant has earned its place in homes around the world. Its cascading foliage, reminiscent of a spider's long legs, adds a touch of whimsy and elegance to any setting. What truly distinguishes the spider plant is its remarkable adaptability, particularly its tolerance for lower light conditions. While it flourishes in bright, indirect light, it can gracefully withstand dimmer environments, making it an ideal choice for those darker corners of your home. Whether you're looking to brighten up a cozy reading nook or add a touch of green to a dimly lit hallway, the spider plant effortlessly elevates the ambiance. Its air-purifying qualities are an added bonus, making it a welcome addition to bedrooms and living spaces alike. In the upcoming section, we'll delve into the specifics of caring for your spider plant, ensuring it thrives and brings joy for years to come. Caring for a spider plant is simple, even for beginners. They thrive in well-draining soil, so choose a mix that allows water to escape. Browning leaf tips indicate overwatering. Let the soil dry out between waterings. In spring and summer, use diluted liquid fertilizer every 2 to 4 weeks. This supports growth and encourages offshoots known as spider babies. Propagate by snipping a healthy pup and placing it in water or moist soil. With proper care, your spider plant will reward you with lush foliage and air-purifying benefits. The Parlor palm, or Chamedorea elegans, exudes timeless elegance. Native to southern Mexico and Guatemala, it graces homes with understated beauty. Its slender fronds introduce a tropical touch. Thriving in low light, it's perfect for smaller spaces. Plus, it purifies the air, creating a healthier home. Parlor palms thrive under specific conditions. They prefer a humid environment achieved by misting leaves or using a humidifier. Avoid heating vents, dry air can brown their fronds. Balance watering to prevent root rot or brittle leaves. Let the top inch of soil dry before watering thoroughly. Fertilize every 2 to 4 weeks during spring and summer. With care, your parlor palm will thrive, adding elegance to your home. Maidenhair ferns, scientifically known as adiantum, add ethereal beauty to indoor spaces. Their fan-shaped fronds create tranquility and grace, transforming any room. Native to damp woodlands, they thrive in humid environments with indirect light. Surprisingly resilient, they tolerate lower light conditions well. A thriving maidenhair fern graces your home with peace and serenity. Creating the ideal environment for your maidenhair fern involves replicating its natural habitat. Keep the soil consistently moist, avoiding complete dryness between waterings. Use a well-draining potting mix to prevent root rot. Humidity is crucial. Mist regularly or use a humidifier. Avoid direct sunlight. Opt for bright, indirect light. Rotate the plant for even light exposure and symmetrical growth. With patience, you can enjoy the delicate beauty of maidenhair ferns at home. English ivy, a beloved classic, is known for its elegant trailing foliage. It thrives in low light, perfect for darker corners. Display it in a hanging basket, let it climb a moss pole or cascade over a shelf. English ivy brings timeless beauty to your indoor garden. It prefers bright, indirect light but tolerates low light. Water it carefully to avoid root rot. With proper care, it rewards you with lush, verdant foliage. Beyond its aesthetic appeal, English ivy offers air-purifying benefits. It removes harmful toxins, creating a fresher living environment. Ideal for bedrooms, living rooms, or home offices. Its versatility allows it to grow on trellises or window frames. It can even create stunning living walls. Provide the right conditions, and it will thrive. Transform your home into a sanctuary of beauty and well-being. The Heartleaf Philodendron, with its charming heart-shaped leaves, is another fantastic low-light houseplant. This easy-to-care-for beauty is known for its trailing growth habit, making it an excellent choice for hanging baskets, shelves, or even as a dramatic climber on a moss pole. Native to the tropical rainforests of South America, the Heartleaf Philodendron thrives in warm, humid environments. While it prefers bright, indirect light, it can tolerate low-light conditions, making it a versatile choice for various locations within your home. Watering is key to keeping your Heartleaf Philodendron happy and healthy. Allow the soil to dry out slightly between waterings, and be sure to provide adequate drainage to prevent root rot. These plants are relatively low maintenance and can tolerate some neglect, making them perfect for both novice and experienced plant parents. To encourage bushier growth, pinch back any leggy stems. This will promote a fuller, more robust appearance, enhancing the plant's natural beauty. And isn't it rewarding to witness your care and attention reflected in the thriving greenery of your houseplants? Adding a Heartleaf Philodendron to your home brings a touch of the tropics indoors. Its lush foliage enlivens any space, creating tranquility and connection to nature. These plants are effective air purifiers, improving air quality. Perfect for bedrooms, they contribute to restful sleep. Its trailing habit adds height and dimension to shelves. Provide warmth, humidity, and indirect light for lush foliage. The dumb cane, with its striking large leaves, adds drama to any room. Known for its bold foliage and low light tolerance, it's perfect for homes and offices. Native to the Caribbean, it thrives in warm, humid environments. Watering properly is essential. Let the soil dry slightly between waterings. With its large leaves, the dumb cane is a natural focal point in any room. One of the most appealing aspects of the dumb cane is its low-maintenance nature. It's an easy plant to care for, perfect for novice and experienced plant parents. Note that the dumb cane's sap can be toxic to pets and humans. Keep it out of reach of children and animals, and wear gloves when handling. With its bold foliage and air-purifying qualities, the dumb cane is a stylish addition to any home. The arrowhead plant, scientifically known as Syngonium podophyllum, truly earns its place as a top pick for low-light conditions. Imagine this: uniquely shaped leaves that resemble arrowheads, adding a touch of architectural flair to your indoor spaces. These leaves, often variegated with silvery markings, bring a sense of vibrancy even in dimly lit corners. Now let's talk about resilience. The arrowhead plant is remarkably adaptable. It can thrive in low light, making it a perfect choice for those rooms that don't see a lot of sunshine. But don't mistake its adaptability for weakness. This plant is anything but delicate. It can withstand a bit of neglect, making it an excellent choice for both novice and seasoned plant parents. A light feeding schedule during the growing season will keep your arrowhead plant happy and thriving. Remember, these plants enjoy moderate humidity. During drier months, consider misting the leaves or placing the pot on a pebble tray filled with water. The arrowhead plant, with its striking foliage and adaptable nature, is a wonderful addition to any home, especially those with low light conditions. Its ability to tolerate less than ideal lighting makes it a true champion among houseplants. And let's be honest, who doesn't appreciate a plant that can add a touch of the tropics without demanding constant sunshine? It's like bringing a bit of the outdoors in, effortlessly and beautifully. The rubber plant, or Ficus elastica, is a true statement piece for any home. Its large, glossy leaves command attention and add a touch of drama to any space. But don't let its bold presence intimidate you. The rubber plant is surprisingly low maintenance, especially when it comes to light requirements. It thrives in bright, indirect light but can also tolerate low light conditions, making it a versatile choice for various rooms in your home. Imagine a rubber plant gracing a dimly lit corner, its large leaves reflecting whatever light is available, creating an ambiance of understated elegance. Now let's talk care. Rubber plants prefer to dry out slightly between waterings. Simply check the soil with your finger, and if the top inch feels dry, it's time to give your plant a drink. Avoid overwatering, as this can lead to root rot. A well-draining potting mix is essential for happy rubber plant roots. During the growing season, from spring to summer, you can feed your rubber plant with a balanced liquid fertilizer to encourage healthy growth. Remember to wipe down the leaves occasionally with a damp cloth. This helps to remove dust and allows the plant to absorb light more efficiently. The rubber plant's ability to tolerate low light, combined with its striking appearance and ease of care, makes it a true gem in the world of houseplants. It's a plant that can effortlessly elevate the style of any room, from a minimalist living room to a cozy bedroom. And let's not forget the satisfaction of nurturing a plant that thrives with minimal effort, because sometimes the best things in life, like a beautifully grown rubber plant, are also the easiest to care for. The bird's nest fern, scientifically known as Asplenium nidus, is a true marvel of nature. Its unique appearance, resembling a bird's nest, adds a touch of the tropics to any indoor space. Unlike many ferns that prefer high humidity, the bird's nest fern is surprisingly adaptable and can tolerate the drier air often found in homes. Now let's talk light. While the bird's nest fern appreciates bright, indirect light, it can also thrive in low light conditions, making it a wonderful choice for those darker corners of your home. Imagine a bird's nest fern gracing a bookshelf, its vibrant green fronds unfurling gracefully, creating a sense of serene beauty. Caring for a bird's nest fern is relatively simple. These ferns prefer consistently moist soil, but be careful not to overwater, as this can lead to root rot. A well-draining potting mix is essential for maintaining the right moisture balance. During the growing season, you can feed your bird's nest fern with a balanced liquid fertilizer every 4 to 6 weeks to support its growth. One of the things I love most about the bird's nest fern is its air-purifying qualities. It helps to remove toxins from the air, creating a healthier and more inviting atmosphere in your home. Remember, humidity is key to keeping your bird's nest fern happy. Consider placing a humidifier nearby or misting the fronds regularly, especially during drier months. With its unique appearance, air-purifying qualities, and ability to thrive in low light, the bird's nest fern is a true treasure for any plant enthusiast. It's a plant that brings a touch of the exotic into your home, transforming even the most ordinary spaces into verdant retreats. And who wouldn't want a bit of that tropical tranquility in their lives? The corn plant, or Dracaena fragrans, brings a touch of the tropics to your home with its tall, slender canes and vibrant green leaves. Reminiscent of corn stalks, these beauties can grow quite tall, adding height and drama to any room. Their lush foliage purifies the air. These elegant plants are surprisingly low maintenance. They tolerate low light conditions, use well-draining potting mix, and let the soil dry out slightly between waterings. Showcase their height with a simple, elegant pot. Place them in a corner to add natural elegance and tranquility. Corn plants are resilient and relatively pest-free. Keep an eye out for spider mites and mealybugs. Use soapy water to remove pests. They enjoy humidity, especially in dry months. Prune if they get too tall. Propagate cuttings to create new plants. The peacock plant, or Calathea makoyana, is a showstopper with its large oval-shaped leaves that resemble a peacock's tail feathers. They're adorned with stunning patterns of dark green, cream, and even a touch of pink on the undersides. Imagine the elegance this plant brings to a dimly lit corner. Now, these beauties do prefer a bit of humidity, so consider placing your peacock plant on a pebble tray filled with water. This will help create a more humid environment, mimicking its natural habitat. Remember, happy plants mean a happy home. Don't be alarmed if you notice your peacock plant's leaves folding together at night. They're simply following their natural circadian rhythm like a graceful slow-motion dance. In the morning, they'll unfurl again, ready to greet the day. Speaking of greetings, these plants are not only pleasing to the eye but also pet-friendly, so you can rest assured that your furry friends are safe around this botanical beauty. It's a win-win. When it comes to light, the peacock plant is quite adaptable. It thrives in low to medium indirect light, making it an ideal choice for those darker corners of your home. Direct sunlight, however, can scorch its delicate leaves, so it's best to avoid placing it in harsh, direct rays. Think of it like finding the perfect amount of shade on a warm summer day. You want to be comfortable and protected, not overexposed. The same goes for your peacock plant. A little bit of filtered light is all it needs to flourish. Remember, even though these plants are relatively low maintenance, they still appreciate a bit of attention. Check the soil moisture regularly and water when the top inch feels dry to the touch. A well-draining potting mix is essential to prevent root rot. Adding a touch of liquid fertilizer every few weeks during the growing season will keep your peacock plant looking its best. But always remember, moderation is key. Over-fertilizing can be just as detrimental as under-fertilizing. The silver queen aglaonema, with its striking silver and green foliage, is a true testament to the saying, "Less is more." Its understated elegance can brighten up any dimly lit corner, adding a touch of sophistication to your indoor space. This plant is incredibly low maintenance, making it an ideal choice for both seasoned plant parents and beginners alike. It thrives in low to medium indirect light conditions, tolerating neglect like a champ. Speaking of neglect, the silver queen is relatively drought tolerant. It's best to let the soil dry out slightly between waterings, as overwatering can lead to root rot. A well-draining potting mix is key to keeping this beauty happy and healthy. Remember, even though it can tolerate some neglect, it's always best to check on your silver queen regularly. Observe its leaves for any signs of stress, such as drooping or discoloration. One of the remarkable benefits of the silver queen aglaonema, beyond its beauty and ease of care, is its air-purifying qualities. It's known to remove toxins like formaldehyde and benzene from the air, creating a healthier indoor environment for you and your loved ones. Think of it as a natural air purifier, silently working in the background to improve the air quality in your home. It's like having a breath of fresh air, even indoors. To maximize its air-purifying abilities, make sure to wipe its leaves gently with a damp cloth every now and then. This helps remove any dust or debris that might hinder its air cleaning process. The Silver Queen Aglaonema is a true gem in the houseplant world. It's a beautiful, low-maintenance and air-purifying addition to any home, especially those with low-light conditions. Well, there you have it. 20 of the most resilient and stunning low-light houseplants that can thrive even in the darkest corners of your home. Remember, bringing a touch of nature indoors not only enhances your decor, but also promotes a sense of well-being and tranquility. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more gardening tips, tricks, and inspiration. And don't forget to share this video with your fellow plant enthusiasts. For those eager to learn more, I've included a link in the description box below to my website where you'll find detailed care guides for each of these fantastic plants. Happy gardening, everyone!